ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यत इति मे निश्चिता मतिः। We analyzed Anirvachaniya Khyati. Khyati we had seen as misapprehension, wrong understanding, bhranti, bhrama, and it is anirvachaniya, inexplicable. Why is it inexplicable? Because it is neither real nor unreal. So it is somewhere in between. And how it occurs, how it takes place, that analysis also we saw. Certain points for reflection. When we say anirvachaniya khyati, it is inexplicable. It by itself takes for granted that the snake, superimposed snake, is mithya. If the superimposed snake is real, then it will become sat khyati. We had seen one part, one explanation that snake is sat and then it goes away. That sat khyati also we had seen as a purva paksha. If the snake becomes real, it will be sat khyati. So also, while explaining anirvachaniya khyati, we also saw that superimposed snake is vivarta of chaitanya and parinama of avidya, modification of avidya and altered superimposed state of chaitanya. If we take that superimposed snake as modification of antahkarana, like all other knowledges, that knowledge of snake will have, or because of that knowledge, the snake will have same reality as that of any other knowledge. Let me just give you an example and clarify. While seeing pot as pot, mind antahkarana modifies into shape of pot. Then the knowledge of pot and the pot itself has same plane of reality. But while seeing superimposed snake, the superimposed snake as object of knowledge has separate reality from that of the pot, which is from transactional plane. Vyavaharika satta. Transactional plane, where we can transact with it. Snake's reality is not of that kind. And why is snake's reality not of that kind? Why is it superimposed? Because In terms of modification of thoughts, it is modification of ignorance which is taking support residing in conditioned consciousness conditioned by thoughts. This is what we saw. If that snake or that knowledge of snake was modification of thoughts just like pot, then the snake will have same reality as that of pot. Therefore, the snake which should be superimposed will have transactional reality, vyavaharika satta, rather than that snake being pratibhasika. And again, while explaining Anirvachaniya Khyati, we will land back to Sat Khyati. Why? Because in our explanation, we have made that snake to be real. Why this whole analysis? How is it related to Jagat? That is the question which was asked by Shishya. We came up to this part. So Shishya asks, Mithya Jagatah Adharadhisthana Vishayaka Prashnaha. 168th section in your text, Sanskrit text, 168th section. He Swamin, प्रतीयमानस्य अपारस्य मिथ्याभूतस्यास्य जगतः आधारः कः अधिष्ठानञ्च किं कृपया वद मे प्रभो इति वदति तत्त्वदृष्टि पृच्छति इति तत्त्वदृष्टिः पृच्छति. Now all those students, all those Rajaputras who had gone to Guru for learning, one was Tattvadrushti. He has asked, now I have understood what is Anirvachaniya Khyati. I understood what is superimposition. But please tell me, if this Jagat is mithya, superimposed, then please compare the Drishtanta example of snake and rope with Jagat and Atma. But he does not ask it directly. He says, if, as you have explained, and as you have said earlier, as you have told me earlier, this Jagat is mithya, superimposed, then what is the adhara, support of this world, Jagat? And what is the adhisthana, substratum of this Jagat? Now, how do you differentiate between adhara and adhisthana? In reality, there is not much difference. Interchangeably, those words can be used. But how specifically they are to be understood will come now later in answer. So question has been asked, what is the adhara of this Jagat? What is the adhisthana, substratum of this Jagat? Pura prashnasya uttaram. So now earlier question is answered. Mithya jagatah atma eva adharah adhishthanancha. Atma alone is adhara and also adhisthana of this superimposed creation. Mithya, relatively real. So the world, this creation, which is relatively real, for that creation to exist, there has to be some substratum, because for all superimposed entities, they have to have some substratum, adhara. And what is that adhara? Atma alone is adhara, and Atma alone is adhisthana. हे शिष्य, त्वन्निजस्वरूपाज्ञानात् आत्मनः ब्रह्मरूपेण अज्ञानात् तवेदं मिथ्या जगत् प्रतिभासते अतः त्वमेवास्य जगतः आधारः अधिष्ठानञ्च. Quickly answered. Because you don't know who you are, what is your true nature is, what your swarupa is. Because of that ignorance, Jagat, the world, creation is experienced. Therefore, you alone are Adhara and you alone are Adhisthana. Let's jump back to snake rope example. On rope, snake was experienced. In place of rope, snake was experienced, yet the rope, which is Jada, was not substratum for superimposition. What was the Adhara, Ashraya for superimposition? The conditioned consciousness which was there. The Chaitanya, Upahita Chaitanya which was there. That means the Chaitanya was Adhara and Adhisthana for superimposed snake. Similarly, for this Jagat, the cause is ignorance, but that ignorance is residing in, has taken support in Atma, Chaitanya, that is you. Therefore, the Adhara and Adhisthana for this creation is nothing but you yourself. And when we say you yourself, when it is said, it is not this body mind intellect, body mind complex, Deha, but Atma, my own Swarupa, Satchidananda. कस्मिंश्चित् पक्षे रज्वादि जडम अधिष्ठानं भवति, तथापि प्रथमे पक्षे चैतन्यनिष्ठाधिष्ठानत्वे रज्जुः उपाधिर्भवति इत्यतः स्थूलदृष्ट्या रज्जुरेव अधिष्ठानम् इति उच्यते. From general sense, from gross standpoint, because the rope is upadhi, Rajju upahita chaitanya, consciousness conditioned by rope. That consciousness was not independent. It had to have conditioning of rope for snake to be superimposed. So, in that sense, in general sense, it can be said that rope is adhisthana for snake. But this is a very gross, crude standpoint. Not in reality, not Siddhanta Mata, but for easier explanation. मिथ्याभूत सर्पादेः यथा रज्जुः अधिष्ठानम् आधारस्य भवति, तथा मिथ्याजगतः त्वमेव अधिष्ठानम् आधारस्य भवति. Compared and explained. Just as for superimposed snake, rope was adhisthana, adhara. Similarly, for this jagat, you are adhara as well as adhisthana. Okay. How can I differentiate between adhara aspect and adhisthana aspect? Simple. Atmanah सामान्य रूपम आधारः विशेष रूपम अधिष्ठानम. अत्र एतदाकूतम. This is what it has been told earlier, explained earlier. Rajjoho swarupadvayam asti. Before we proceed with this text, Let me just take you back to a discussion which we had maybe 10 or 12 classes earlier, where there was question answer part. There are two aspects of Atma, Samanya and Vishesha. And then question was raised, how can there be Samanya and Vishesha Ansha in Nirupadhika, Niransha Atma, etc.? What is Samanya Ansha and Vishesha Ansha? That Astitva is Samanya and specifically knowing is Vishesha. Why was that said? So, we know Atma in general sense, but we don't know Atma specifically, exactly what it is. Same has been brought here. What is the nature of Atma, Brahma? Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, and it is said bliss or unsurpassed happiness. Unsurpassed happiness is better translation. Existence. Anything and everything which is experienced as is. That is the existence aspect of Brahma. That is the existence aspect of Brahma. And then Akhanda, Satchidananda, etc. is Visheshansha. Specific characteristics, attributes, pointers given to separate that from everything else. To make us know Brahman separate from everything else, those specific pointers are given. That becomes Visheshansha. Let's compare it with the example Rajju and Sarpa. Snake is, or there is snake. So that isness, actually better than there is snake, this is snake. Yam Sarpaha. This is snake. So this is Samanya Ansha. And okay, yeah, Rajjuhu or snake is Visheshansha. Now coming back to rope. Why? Because we are inquiring into Atma, and therefore we have to compare it with Rajju, which is Adhishthana. Iyam Rajjuhu. That's what we had analyzed earlier. We know this is. So this is Samanyansha, general. And Rajju, rope, is Visheshansha. Because we don't know rope as Visheshansha, that knowledge has not taken place. So there is ignorance. Only isness is known. What it is not known. So to drive away that ignorance, something is superimposed out of our own mind. So ayam sarpaha iti bhranti dashayam मिथ्याभूत सर्पेण तादात्म्यमापन्नम सद्भासमानम अयम इति यत् स्वरूपम तत्सामान्यम. भ्रांति दशायाम यत् स्वरूपम न भासते यस्य स्वरूपस्य साक्षात्कार मात्रेण भ्रमः निवर्तते तदेव रज्जोः विशेष रूपम. Simple. In this is snake, this is Samanya Ansha. But that Samanya Ansha is not of snake but of rope. It has been borrowed from rope. And on that Samanya Ansha, Vishesha of snake has been attributed, and this is snake, this knowledge has taken place. Now, that part of knowledge by which the superimposition or Bhranti Jnana, misapprehension, which is snake, goes away, that part is the Visheshansha of rope. And what is that? Rope is the Visheshansha. Bhranti dashayam yat swarupam na bhasate. During the time of superimposition, the aspect which is not seen, the aspect which was not seen at the time of superimposition, यस्य स्वरूपस्य साक्षात्कारमात्रेण भ्रमः निवर्तते तदेव रज्जोः विशेषरूपम्. That alone is the Visheshansha of rope. So, rope is the Visheshansha. एवमेव आत्मनः अपि एकः सामान्यम् अपरं विशेषरूपम् इति रूपद्वयम् अस्ति. तत्र सद्रूपं सामान्यरूपम् असंगत्व कूटस्थत्व नित्यत्व शुद्धत्व मुक्तत्व आदि विशेषरूपम्. Because I don't know myself to be asanga, kutastha, nitya, etc., I superimpose entire creation on myself, including this body. अतएव सद्रूपम आत्मनः सामान्य रूपम इति उच्यते. Because there is no way, or there is no point of time where that sadrupa is not available for us for experience. We always experience things as they are. Even the absence of things, something is not, when it is said, its object's absence is also experienced as is. It is absent. Is it not? So everything has that substratum is, which is samanya ansha of Atma. And asangatva, kutasthatva, etc. are visheshansha. But we don't know that visheshansha. And because we don't know that visheshansha, we think ourselves to be samsari. This body, who is born, who dies, who takes birth again and again, etc. समस्त भ्रमेषु सामान्य स्वरूपम आधारः इति विशेष रूपम अधिष्ठानमिति. For all superimpositions, samanya rupa, the general aspect, is adhara, and vishesha rupa becomes adhisthana. Now, this has been in detail explained in Sankshepa Shariraka. That's what has been said by author here. But we are not going to go into details of that. But I will give you a general idea from Panchadashi. What is it? It is simple. It is actually, this we have seen earlier, just to refresh your our memory. We know Atma in general sense. That is for sure. If Atma is not known at all, there will not be any desire to know Atma. We never desire to know something which is not known at all. But what exactly Atma is, that is not known. That is not experienced. Therefore, superimposition takes place. Now, a question is raised. मिथ्या जगतः आत्मनः अन्यः द्रष्टा वक्तव्यः इति प्रश्नः. Okay, if this world is superimposed in me, who is the drashta? Perceiver, seer of this creation. Who sees this entire creation? If the world is in me, or if the world is superimposed in me, on me, who is seeing that? Because I have to be different from world to perceive the world. But if the world is in me myself, then how can I perceive that world? Problem. Now how to solve? Guru says, don't worry. Loke yadi यद्यत् मिथ्या वस्तु तत्सर्वं स्वाधिष्ठाने कल्पितं भवति. Anything and everything that is kalpita, imagined, that all those imagined objects are superimposed on certain substratum. It's swa adhisthana. They are superimposed on its own substratum. Okay. अधिष्ठानं च द्विविधम् एकं चेतनात्मकम् अपरं जडात्मकम् इति. And that adhisthana has two aspects, two parts. One is chetana aspect and one is jada aspect. One aspect is chetana and other aspect is jada. One is chetana, one is jada. Okay. What is chetana? What is jada? Chetana is that which knows itself and knows everything, and jada is that which does not know at all. In rope, the conditioning is jada, the rope itself is jada, and the consciousness which it conditions, that consciousness part, that chaitanya part, is chetana. यत्र अधिष्ठानं जडम् इति अंगीक्रियते तत्र अधिष्ठानात् अन्यः एव द्रष्टा भवति. यत्र चेतनम् अधिष्ठानं तत्र स्वस्मिन् आरोपितस्य सर्वस्य अधिष्ठानमेव द्रष्टुः नान्यत्. यथा स्वप्नप्रपञ्चस्य अधिष्ठानं साक्षिचैतन्यं तदेव तद्द्रष्टुः च भवति, तद्द्रष्टृ च भवति. एवमेवास्य जाग्रज्जगतो जगतः अपि आत्मा एव अधिष्ठानं स एव तस्य द्रष्टा च. If you take rope as substratum, then the chaitanya is, or as drashtru, seer, is different from superimposition. If jada is taken as substratum, then seer is different from that superimposition. And if chaitanya is taken as substratum, it being vivarta, superimposed on chaitanya, that chaitanya itself, that adhisthana itself becomes drashta. In short, I am adhisthana and I am also drashta. Please understand here the word sakshi has not been used. It is drashta. It is going to come back to sakshi later, but it is seer seen relation. As long as the world is taken as superimposed on something which is jada, there will be pairs of seer and seen. But when it comes to Chaitanya, those pairs drop because one has different set of reality and other has different reality. So that which is adhisthana, that itself will become drashta, seer. But for simplification, स्थूल दृष्ट्या रज्वादिकं सर्पादि अध्यासाधिष्ठानम् इति आश्रित्य एतादृश शंका समाधाने कृते परमार्थतः तु अद्वैत सिद्धान्ते सर्पादि अध्यासाधिष्ठानं साक्षि चैतन्यम् एव द्रष्टृ च तदेव. But all these are from transactional standpoint. But in reality, that sakshi alone is adhisthana and that sakshi alone is drashta, and for that sakshi there is no other drashtru, there is no other seer. So the ultimate seer for which there is no seer is sakshi and adhisthana for entire creation. Let's just do a small exercise so we will understand. I have a watch in front of me. Watch is seen by my eyes. So eyes are seer, watch is seen. For eyes, that I know that I am seeing watch through my eyes, for those eyes, my mind becomes drashtru, seer, eyes become seen. For my mind, because I know my mind, therefore for that mind, if you want to add one step in between, the ahankara will be drashta, seer, and that mind will be seen. But that ahankara itself is known. Now I am separating that ahankara out. That ahankara is known, but for that knower who knows ahankara, there is no other seer. He is just there as witness, experiencing without taking part into any activity. That drashta is sakshi. And because that drashta is or that drashta appears to be ahankara, also mana, also eyes, also watch. Why? Because that is Chaitanya, that sakshi. That sakshi is adhisthana and everything else becomes superimposition. Now a question is raised. मिथ्या संसार निवर्तनेच्छा नोचिता. How can you say, please clarify that desire to remove this superimposed creation desire to remove the superimposed creation is fallacious, wrong, baseless. How is it so? This was the question which was asked earlier. That is now being answered. मिथ्याभूतं संसार दुःखं भ्रांत्या त्वयि प्रतिभासते तस्मात् मिथ्या संसार दुःख निविवृत्सा तव न युज्यते. If this samsara is superimposed on you yourself, which is not there, how can there be desire for removing something which is not there? So that desire is wrong, and which is a very beautiful and subtle point. Somewhere along on the way, on the path of sadhana, we have to realize this. We will try, okay, take it this way. What are our efforts being put forth right now? We are trying to remove this samsara. Is it not? Yes. How? By knowing Brahman. But while trying to remove samsara, we are saying this samsara is mithya, this samsara is mithya, this samsara is mithya. Somewhere 50% reality is given to this samsara, and again we are saying 50% it is mithya. In our thinking, we have not accepted mithya samsara as 100%. When we say this samsara is mithya, somewhere because we are saying that is as mithya, we are giving maybe 10% or maybe 20% of reality to that experience. If it is mithya, it should not be experienced at all. Of course, this is very much later stage of sadhana. For that we have to acquire that Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti, etc. This is what it is. Think. Somewhere we have to understand that I am not eternally mumukshu, desirous of liberation. Somewhere we have to understand I am now liberated. Otherwise, even after Sakshatkara, hypothetically speaking, we will say, I am desirous of moksha, I am desirous of moksha. अरे साक्षात्कार आके चला गया फिर भी तो अभी अज्ञानी ही है. Even after knowing, we are still ignorant. That's what is happening. Is it not? Already it has been clarified. You are Brahman. But there are certain obstructions in our mind which still make us give reality to this world, and when that reality is given, our viveka is awakened at some point of time, sometimes, and that viveka says, no, 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 the world which is being experienced is mithya. For this alone is this upadesha. Stop giving reality to this world completely, totally. Seeing or saying that this creation is mithya also is wrong in a way. Because this snake is not there. When you say this snake is not there, that means you are still experiencing that snake. What it means is, yet you have not experienced Brahman. Some efforts are lacking. Those more and more efforts need to be put forth. And where are we lacking? Somewhere we have to give up this idea. Snake is not there at all. Understood? This is what it is. So, how can you say so? It is not, these are not my words. Author says, मिथ्याभूत संसार निवृत्तये तवेच्छा न युज्यते तथा चोक्तम गौड़पादैः मांडुक्योपनिषद कारिकायाम. इन मांडुक्योपनिषद कारिका, Gaudapadacharya ji is grand guru of Adi Shankaracharya ji and the disciple of Shukacharya. He himself has said, what has he said? प्रपंचो यदि विद्येत निवर्तेत न संशयः माया मात्रमिदं द्वैतम् अद्वैतं परमार्थतः. If the prapancha, this creation was there, it would have been removed. Prapancha can be removed if and only if it is there. This duality also is the creation of Maya. In reality, there is nothing but Advaita. Just thinking about this itself gives us joy. Then imagine when we have that Sakshatkara, when we become Jivan Mukta, what kind of unsurpassed happiness will be experienced. Again, adding that word experience and trying to get that experience into world of duality is a problem. Understand, that is, we are going to experience ourselves, we are not going to experience anything else. Anyways, that's a different topic. We have partially discussed that earlier. Let's come back to the topic at hand. Varahopanishad also says the same thing. अज्ञानमेव न कुतो जगतः प्रसंगो जीवेश देशिक विकल्प कथाति दूरे एकांत निर्मल चिदेक रसस्वरूपम ब्रह्मैव केवलमहं परिपूर्णमस्मि. Ajnanamev na, there is no ignorance. And if there is no ignorance, kuto jagataha prasangaha, how can there be the world? Because if there is no cause, there will not be any effect. For superimposition, cause is ignorance. If ignorance itself is not there, superimposition will not be there. If ajnana is not there, jagat is not there. If jagat is not there, then jiva, isha, deshika, there is no jiva, there is no ishvara, there is no deshika, there is no guru, there is no shishya, nothing is there. Understand, this is from Paramarthika standpoint. As long as we are experiencing hunger and thirst and we are experiencing sorrows, this is not applicable to us at that level of adhikara. Vikalpa kathati dure, all these are ati dure, they are nowhere near. एकांत निर्मल चिदेक रसस्वरूपम ब्रह्मैव केवलमहं परिपूर्णमस्मि. And in reality, what I am that Brahma which is paripurna. Further it is said, मिथ्या संसारस्यापि दुःख हेतुत्वात् निवृत्त्युपाय प्रश्नः. जगत् त्वयि मिथ्या एव स्वाप्नादिवत् प्रतिभाति न चास्ति तत् परमार्थ सद्रूपेण इति यदुक्तं तत् सत्यमेव. What you said, that this entire creation is superimposed in me just like a dream. Accepted. Yes, it is true. तथापि यथा मयि मिथ्यारूपेण वा रूपान्तरेण वा जनन मरणादि रूपः संसारः न प्रतिभासेत तथा उपायः कृपया उपदिश्यता मह्यम्. मिथ्याभूत संसार निवृत्तये साधनान्वेषणं तव युज्यते इति भवदुक्तं यद्यपि सत्यमेव तथापि यस्य मिथ्यापदार्थः दुःखहेतुर्भवति तेन स मिथ्यापदार्थः तन्निवृत्तिः साधनैः निवर्तनीय एव भवति. In short, as long as this mithya bhuta samsara is being experienced, please tell me sadhanas which also are mithya, by which this mithya samsara will go away. तथापि मिथ्याभूतः अपि अयं संसारः जन्मादि दुःख हेतुत्वेन मे प्रतिभाति. Even though it is mithya, I still am experiencing this entire creation. And because I am still experiencing, even after knowing that it is mithya, I am desirous of removing the experience of this creation. तस्मात् तन्निवृत्त्युपायं कृपया वद भोः इति शिष्य प्रश्नः. Therefore, please explain me the method by which this samsara can be removed. Guru answers, आत्मज्ञान हेतुक संसार निवृत्तौ आत्मज्ञानमेव उपायः. आत्मा ज्ञान हेतुक. Answer is simple. By not knowing Atma Swarupa, the samsara is experienced. Therefore, by knowing Atma Swarupa, experience of samsara will go away. In detail, we will see, or actually we can complete this part. Yeah. जगद्रूप दुःखस्य अत्यंत निवृत्तये पृष्ठ उपायः प्रागेव निरूपितः. Already I have explained that knowing Atma alone, Atyantika Dukkha Nivrutti is going to take place. For Atyantika Dukkha Nivrutti, for not experiencing this entire creation, the only path, the only way is of knowing what is Atma, what is Brahman. ततः जगद्रूप दुःखम अणुमात्रमपि त्वयि न दृश्यते हे सौम्य. That sorrow is not at all there in you, you as in Atma. अद्वितीय असंग चिन्मात्र रूप स्वरूपम आत्मस्वरूप अपरिज्ञाना जगत रूप दुःखम तव प्रतिभाति. तच्च तवात्मस्वरूप परिज्ञान मात्रात् निवर्तेत. And because you don't know your own Swarupa, all this trouble has started. You are experiencing this creation, and by knowing your own Swarupa, the creation will go away. कालत्रयेपि मयि जगद अणुमात्रमपि नास्ति मिथ्यात्वात् स्वप्नवत्. This creation is not in me, not at all there. Anumatramapi, even iota of this creation is not there in me, as in Brahma. It is mithya, just like a dream. And yan mithya tat adhishthanam na dushayet. That which is mithya does not cause any damage to its adhisthana. That which is superimposed does not cause any damage to its adhisthana. In other words, example, Marumarichika. Mirage water never wets the land. It never happens that the soil, the place where that mirage water was seen, has become wet. There is, or the snake does not make that rope venomous, or scales do not appear on that rope. Superimposed entity does not cause any damage to its adhisthana. Therefore, this samsara does not have any effect on you, Atma Brahman. अहम सच्चिदानंद अनंत अद्वितीया संग ब्रह्मस्वरूपमेव अस्मि इति एवं निश्चयः एव ज्ञानमिति उच्यते. And this nishchaya, this steadfast knowledge that I am Asanga, Satchidananda, Brahma, etc., that alone is called as Jnana. And etadeva Jnanam asupteramritesha nirantaram abhyasamanam moksha sadhanam. Repeatedly reflecting upon this knowledge alone is the means of moksha, liberation. And knowledge alone will remove ignorance, not any karma. Why? Because karma is effect of ignorance and effect can never remove its cause. Just as to remove darkness, light alone is needed, no karma can remove darkness. Similarly, for removing this ignorance, knowledge alone is required. No karma can remove this ignorance. We'll stop here. Next time, we will be dealing with Jiva Brahmanoho Abheda Nirupanam. How Jiva and Brahman are one and the same, not different from each other. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.